Hey, what's up team? Today we're going to transform Newage's Trailbreaker and we're going to talk about content creation. And if you don't have a ton of time, I will just tell you the secret sauce right now. Just create content that people will watch for long periods of time so that YouTube can serve as many ads as possible. That's it. But that is way easier said than done, right? So let's not get ahead of ourselves. So if you decide to be a creator, you're going to have to ask yourself this question: why am I creating content? And it's going to be one of two things. One, it's for the love of the game. Two, you want to make something out of it. A channel, make some money, get some sponsors, views, engagement, subs, whatever. And so if your answer happens to be the first one, that you're just doing it for the love of the game, well, awesome, dude. All the freedom is yours to do whatever you want. I mean, that is actually the purest form of creation. Just creating stuff, who cares what other people think, right? But for most people, it's probably going to be the latter. You want something in return, right? You want either engagement, you want accolade, you want money, you want a sponsor or something. You basically want something for your efforts. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And so if you're going to endeavor down this path, you need to focus on two things: format and topic. Let's talk about format. The old school format, let's say circa 2015, was basically what I'm doing right now. There's a dude, he has a camera, there's a toy in front, and he's manipulating with his hands, and he's just kind of like talking. And I can assure you right now, if you are trying to get subs, recognized, or do anything with this type of format, my friend, you are going to fail, because this is not what people want. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say anything bad about this format. I'm just trying to say that it's a bit dated. I mean, all the greats from the past, like Emgo, Bolt Matrix, who are still grilling and killing the game right now, they established their audience with this type of format. But if you look at the new breed, Prime vs. Prime, that toy guy, you can see that their videos are very, very different from the old school type. Their long form videos are almost like extended shorts. What I mean by that is there's cuts, there's edits, there's pacing. The content, the media that they use isn't on the screen for more than about 2 to 3 seconds. It's very, very different. And there are tons of other formats that work as well. I just wanted to cite two of the greats that I follow and that I personally like to study because I've learned a lot from watching their content. When it's all said and done, your content has to be able to hook, engage, and retain the user so that YouTube could serve them as many ads as possible. And at this point, it almost starts going into the psychological. If you think about it, and let's cite 2015 again. Back in the day, people had more patience, and so they were willing to wait for that dopamine payout. But these days, no, and me included, no one has long attention spans. It's like, dude, give me what I want in the first 10, 30 seconds, or I am going to walk. There are a ton of creators, there are tons of videos, and so again, give me what I want, or I'm going to go watch another video. And that is the right of the viewer because they are paying for your content with their time, and time is the most precious currency. And so, unless you're entertaining them, educating them, engaging, retaining through whatever measure, it is their right to walk away. And so to wrap up this section regarding format, just go out there and study the greats, study success, see what you like and see how they're doing it. Study their format, not the topic or the content, but see how they're pacing it, see how they're scripting it, see how they're delivering it to you. It makes a difference, and put your own spin on it. Build, measure, and learn. Try and try and try again until you find that one special place of success that works for you. Okay, now let's talk about topic. Topics can literally be about anything, right? Especially if you have a good format, that can go a long, long way. But if you have a good format and a good topic, there is a high chance that your video potentially could go viral. And so what do I think are some great topics? Things that are contemporary and new, those really do well, especially if people have been putting in Google searches and there isn't any content covering it. If you decide to cover that and you're first, boy, you're going to get a ton of hits. But of course, if your format isn't that great and people drop off, then your video is going to get buried, And within these topics, of course, there are subtopics that carry the content forward, and that's anything that really satiates people's curiosity, right? People like knowing articulation, paint, scale, how it fits with their other characters. I mean, collectors, we are a finicky bunch, and so we're always looking for answers to these types of questions. And so if you can provide it, and especially provide it in a meaningful format that is palatable to the user, well, my friend, you may have a good video on your hands. And even if it's not a contemporary toy, people really enjoy pundits having their take and perspectives on perhaps even like old toys and bringing you kind of into their world and how they interact and immerse themselves with their toys. That's also enjoyable too. Additionally, there's tons of topics that cover lore, perhaps tutorial. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. There are so many things that are successful, basically so much bait that works for the lure, so to speak. But format, again, just kind of circling back to format can really, really carry it a long way. And I'm going to tell you up front right now that this video is not going to perform well. Why? Well, it's because I'm not taking any of my own advice. I'm not making it in a meaningful format that's palatable for the modern audience, nor am I making it on a topic that people are widely searching for. This is a bit of an older toy. I think it came out last year. Tons of people have covered it already. And so why am I not taking my own advice? Well, it's because I don't care, and time is more valuable to me. If you're going to make those really well-paced, well-formatted videos covering great topics, it takes hours, maybe it takes days. This is taking me like 6 minutes to record the video and 6 minutes to record the audio, so a 12-minute investment of my time and maybe some editing here and there. And so for me right now, time is more important in my life. The channel is great and all too, but this is not my bread and butter. And again, time is more important versus YouTube dollars, at least for me anyway. But I have experimented actually. There's one of the Blockies videos that I put out where I show fan modes and I sequence and I pace it and I put it in a format, again, in this modern format, and it covers a contemporary topic, and it did 10 times better than my normal stuff. And so I just kind of did it to prove a point, and yeah, I was able to succeed in a way that I wanted to. So final thoughts, content creation, you're supposed to have fun. But of course, if you're going after some metrics, you want to make sure that it's in a format that's palatable to the modern audience. You want to cover a topic that people find worthwhile in exchange for their time. And yeah, just experiment, build, measure, and learn, you know, just apply yourself over and over and over. And I know that you will find success, my friend. And if you've watched all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you so much for your precious donation of time. I don't take it lightly. I hope you have been entertained, okay? Take care. Pow pow.